Now I want to introduce you to a new idea that in all my years in entrepreneurship, starting a business, I actually never heard anyone talk about this, and this is business to passion match. What do I mean by that? Passion doesn't always become a good business, not because, let's say, my passion is history and it's really hard to get business idea because of history. No, not because of that. That is a good point, but that is not the main point that I'm making. The main point that I'm making is that even though, for example, I love history and I spend a lot of time maybe reading and watching YouTube videos about history, I'm like a geek about it, yeah, as a consumer. But I think I will be bored making a business on top of this topic. Like I don't have anything exciting to do in this world. Like there's nothing that I can research or discover. There's nothing for me to really do that I'm aware of that I think I would not be that into it. So it would actually make for a boring business for me, which entirely defeats the purpose of having a passion. So sometimes a passion as a consumer isn't passion as a business owner. So my examples would be I love soccer, music, history, philosophy, writing. Okay, you might think right now like I'm some sort of a geek nerd. Yeah, like philosophy, who likes that? History, who likes that? Anyway, it's me. And I like writing and personal development, but few of these would translate into a good business. So here's the test. And this is the test that I do with my clients, who a lot of my clients come to me for coaching, who say, I don't know what to do for my business. And what I try to squeeze out of them, and sometimes it's really that, it's kind of squeezing and pulling because they haven't thought about it so much, is you might want to do music, travel, or you might want to do something more practical for a career. But how badly do you want to do it? And would you be happy doing this and only this in the next 5 years? Because there's a lot of sacrifice. Because when you do something as a business, you have to do it very intensely. And so you really only get like your time to devote to your family, to health and fitness, and to your business. And you really have to kill a lot of other things because they become distractions and you just cannot focus on too many things. The trick is always to do a few things really well. And so you'll have to kill off a lot of your passions. So which one of them would you be so into doing 5 years from now that you can see yourself there? That's the test. Like that level of passion. And would it be fun for you as a business? Really that, right? For example, soccer is really fun for me to play. I play as much as I possibly can, but I think I'd be bored making a business on top of it because, you know, it's very competitive. It's really a fun niche, and it's taken up by million and billion dollar companies and teams and organizations, and my voice would just get drowned out. And I also don't have anything particularly great to add to this field, so I would just get frustrated, and the effort I'd put into it would not equal the outcome, and it wouldn't be a good business. But if we keep evaluating my own case study, music is something that as a creative person, I can try to create my own. By the way, I am really, really beginner and terrible, but I love it. And it actually combines with my writing. And I feel like maybe exploring my own voice and exploring my own music, that I can do something in that. It's extremely competitive. I'm incredibly unlikely to succeed in any sense, of course, knowing that I'd still be really into it because it's just fun for me to do and to make new stuff. So that is probably, of all my passions, is the only one that I'd be into it. The other ones would be not a good business to passion match, which loses the point of like pursuing your passion. So if you don't have something like this, there's two things to say about that. One is, you don't have to have it. You can find yourself. You don't have to already have it. You can start working on some things and it will lead to things that you're passionate about. It doesn't come to you out of the blue. You kind of get to it by working on things. The second thing is, if you really end up not having something that you're so intensely passionate that is driving you, that's the case for a lot of people, then find something a little more practical, because maybe the passion towards and the desire towards extra freedom, being your own boss, those things, maybe those will be motivators. And really, instead of passion, what you would do is actually pursue a business in something that's something you can do. It's within your skill set. So it might be like providing a service, which is practical. It's something that there's a market for a lot of services, whether it's online services, whether it's offline services. You can teach something, help people with something. There's a lot of businesses you can pursue that once you actually take out that requirement of passion and replace it with discipline, a ton of potential business ideas and niches open up. So that's what we're going to be pursuing. And to sum up, if you've got a passion that you really are dying to go after, you should know it's going to be probably competitive. But if you are willing to take that risk, if you're courageous enough, great. If no, you neither have that passion nor you are courageous enough to get into a wildly competitive niche where you might not succeed, then steer towards practicality of your business idea. So you see, it's a sliding scale of passion to practicality depending on the variables we just discussed.